In a world that constantly pushes us toward perfection, it is easy to fall into the trap of judgment. We judge others for their behavior, their reactions, their struggle, and even more often, we judge ourselves. Yet true personal growth does not begin with perfection. It begins with awareness. One of the most powerful shifts we can make is learning to see imperfection not as a flaw, but as a natural part of being human. Every person carries their own challenges, inner conflicts, and emotional history. What looks simple from the outside may be deeply complex on the inside. Everyone is fighting a different battle. It is easy to assume that others should know better or should handle things differently. But the truth is, no two people experience life the same way. Each of us responds to the world through our own emotional filters, past experiences, and learned patterns. What may seem like a small issue to one person can feel overwhelming to another. When we understand this, judgment begins to soften, compassion grows, and with it, a deeper understanding of ourselves. The power of internal dialogue. At the heart of self-awareness lies our internal dialogue. The way we speak to ourselves shapes how we experience reality. Harsh inner criticism creates tension, resistance, and emotional pain. Gentle awareness creates space for change. Teachings often associated with Abraham Hicks emphasize that awareness of thought is more important than controlling thought. When we notice how we speak to ourselves, we gain the ability to shift our emotional state naturally. Self-awareness does not mean fixing yourself. It means listening, observing, becoming curious instead of critical. Imperfection as a gateway to growth. Imperfection is not a mistake. It is feedback. It shows us where old beliefs still live, where emotional wounds have not yet been understood, and where growth is possible. When we stop fighting our flaws and begin accepting them, something unexpected happens. Resistance dissolves. Emotional pressure eases. Growth becomes natural instead of forced. Many people believe they must be better before they can be at peace. In reality, peace comes first. Growth follows. Learning through awareness, not judgment. True personal growth does not come from criticizing yourself into change. It comes from awareness that allows transformation to occur organically. When we accept that everyone is doing the best they can with the tools they have, we begin to release unrealistic expectations. This applies not only to others, but especially to ourselves. Imperfection does not block growth. Resisting imperfection does. Choosing compassion over criticism. As self-awareness deepens, compassion naturally expands. We begin to see ourselves not as broken, but as evolving. Not as flawed, but as human. This shift changes how we experience relationships, challenges, and even our own emotions. Life becomes less about fixing, and more about understanding. Embracing imperfection is not giving up. It is choosing a more intelligent, peaceful, and sustainable path to personal growth. A gentle invitation. If you feel drawn to deeper self-awareness and emotional clarity, explore tools that help you work with the mind rather than against it. In my store, you will find ebooks focused on emotional understanding, the mind, and deep, lasting change. Personal growth does not begin with becoming someone else. It begins with fully accepting who you are.